this is Soumya from Book Feast channel. Today I am gonna review on the topic which is a poem which is titled Incident of the French Camp, which is written by Robert Browning. So in this video we are gonna see the line by line explanation of the poem Incident of the French Camp. So before that, I just want to tell you that I have posted the particular video in Tamil also. If you are in need of that, please do refer the link for in the description. And also, before getting into the poem, we have to know about what is French camp and why does it talks about incident of the French camp. So let's see one by one. Before that, please do like, share and comment and also subscribe our channel to get further more updates. So let's start. Coming to the writer, Robert Browning, he was born on 7 May 1812 and he was passed away on 12 December 1889. He is an English poet as well as a dramatist as well as a playwright and is well known for writing dramatic monologue poems. And he belongs to the Victorian era, is one of the best poet among the Victorian era poets. And he was educated mainly at home. He went to London University in order to study a short course in Greek. And he was a leading poet, not was, he is also at present. He became a leading poet only because of his two works which were very popular, which is titled The Ring and the Book and second The Dramatis Personae. So before getting into the poem, just know about the two characters. The first character seems to be Napoleon. So Napoleon Bonaparte seems to be his full name. He was living between the years 1769 to 1821 and he was originally an officer in the French army and later he became an army chief and also a legendary warrior who is well known for his military skills and his geniality. And the another character I want to tell you about is Jean Lance. So Jean Lance is taken here as simply Lance. So Lance is the family name which is given to him. His full name is Lance, and he is a military commander. He is the first Duke of Montalban and also he is the Prince of Savès. He was also a participant of the war on whom Napoleon was having a whole faith. And when you come about the theme of the whole poem, it talks about an incident in the French camp, and the incident of the French camp narrates an actual incident in the war. So the war was happened in the year 1809. So it was between the two places. One is France, which was led by Napoleon, and other is Austria, which is titled here as Ratisbon. So Ratisbon is a particular place in Austria. So Napoleon, he was very much oppressed in his thinking that he was very anxious. He's having a very anxious thought where the winning or losing of the war depends on the hands of flames. So if he fails to storm Ratisbon, there will be a failure. So the war will be against them. So with this short gist, we'll get into the stanza 1. You know, we French stormed Ratisbon. So he addresses that, he says is that, you know, do you know, we the French, so they are the French who is storming to Ratisbon, who is going in order to make a war in Ratisbon, which is in Austria, a mile or so away. So from France, it is a mile or so away. They are telling about the distance or the displacement between the French and the Ratisbon in Austria. On a little mound, so mound refers to hill. On a little mount, on the little hill, there stands Napoleon. Napoleon stood on a storming day. So they talks the day as a storming day because the war has been taken place. So it is a storming day. With neck outstretched, you fancy how. So how they explains how Napoleon is standing. He is forwarding his neck and he was in an imagination state where his legs were wide. How? Legs wide, arms locked behind. So both his arms were locked behind as if to balance a prone row. So his whole appearance talks that he is balancing the prone row. Oppressive with its mind. So he has something harsh within his mind. So the first stanza talks about a person from France and French camp. And also person of Ratisbon were gonna have a war, and France and Austria, it was not very far away or it is not near a place. On the little hill stands Napoleon. he is standing in the appearance which seems to be that he's balancing the pawn row, and he was having something harsh in his mind. So something is lurking in his mind. When you see for the stanza 2, just as perhaps amused. So just, maybe he was in some deep thinking. Perhaps means maybe. Mused, deep thinking. He was in his deep thinking. So what is that? My plans that soar to earth my fall, let once my army leader lanes waver at the yonder wall. So let once I have think, I am standing here, I am going to fall on earth if our army leader lands. So I have told you about the gene Lance in the introduction. Here he is referred as Lance. So Lance, if Lance fails to come up with his plan, I will be falling on the earth. In case I will be the failure in the war. Out twixt the battery smokes, there flew a rider bound on bound, full galloping. So it was very stormy day and it was full of smokes. So he is standing in the hill and is watching what is happening there. And he could sense that a small rider was fastly galloping, riding. He had not stopped anywhere. Nor bridle drew until he reached the mount. So until he reaches Napoleon, that is, he reaches the hill, he never stopped. Even he never, bridle refers to the headgear which is used to control or balance a horse. So he never left that, nor he never stopped. He was in a full speed until he reached the hill. So let's go for stanza 3. Then off there, flung in smiling joy. So then he stopped. When he reached the hill, he stopped. And he was giving up a smiling joy and held himself erect. Now he gets down from the horse and he stands erect. By just his horse mane. So mane refers to the hair which is grown in the neck possession of an animal. Here it talks about horse. So the mane, the hair in the neck of the horse. So by just his horse mane, a boy, you hardly could suspect. So he says that we cannot suspect what is behind the boy, in what situation he was, because his act portrays some other thing, but happening seems to be some other thing, like his appearance. So both his appearance and his act seems to be oxymoronic. You hardly could suspect. Hence he says that we cannot even suspect what was the happening. So tight he kept his lips compressed. So he is keeping his lips in a compressed manner which is so tight. Scarce any blood come through, because if he opens his mouth, blood will be overflowing. So now he comes to know that the man was severely wounded in the war and he comes to Napoleon in order to convey something. You looked at twice you saw his breast was all but shot in two. So you looked at twice here, you saw his breast. His breast was almost shot and it was made into two. When you go for stanza 4, well, cried he, Emperor, by God's grace we have got you Ratisbon. So well, so still he was severely wounded, but he stresses that well. Emperor, here emperor refers to Napoleon. By our God's grace we have won. So we got the Ratisbon for you. So he says that he subjects Ratisbon as a icon, and he says that it was given to the Napoleon by winning, that too by God's grace. The marshals in the marketplace. So marshal refers to the officer of the highest rank. So the marshal, it refers to the marketplace. So he's in the marketplace. He's standing in the marketplace and you will be there anon. So anon refers to soon. So you will also be there within few minutes. To see a flag bird flap his wings. So wings refer to a motor vehicle which is of medium size. Flag bird. So flag bird, it is a flag which holds an eagle in it, and it is the flag of Napoleon's army, the France. So he says that you will be seeing the flag which flies, which moves, moves, which moves in his vein. So his refers to the marshal. So you can see the flag moving in the marshal's vein. Where I to heart's desire purged to him. So where he says that his heart desire still longs to see what his appearance was. He is talking very greatly in a great manner that we have won. but his life has been spared in it. So he starts questioning everything. He says many words, but he says for Napoleon, the only thing he could see is he is the winner of the war. Plus, the life of a man has been spared. He is an young man whose life was spared. The chief's eye flashed. So the chief's eye, it was flashing. Why it is flashing? Because his plans soared up again like fire. So in this first answer we have seen that he was doubted whether he could win or he could lose. At present, the man stresses that they have captured the Ratisband, they have won. He was very much happy. Again his happiness was burning like a fire. When you see the fifth stanza, the chief's eye flashed. So again they stresses. In fourth stanza, they said the chief's eye flashed because they are gonna be a winner. So in stanza 5, again the poet stresses the chief's eye flashed. So which reflects that there is a sudden change, but presently softened itself. But presently the eye is very in a very soft manner, as sheaths. So sheaths refers to a cloths, a covering, a film, the mother eagle's eye. So his eyes was flashed by the mother's eagle eye. So when he breathed eagle breaths. So the man, he was about to die. Now he could see. You can take it in a two meaning, whether mother's eagle refers to the flag which is reflected in the eye of the soldier, or you can see another meaning that mother's eagle. So how a mother care for its young one. Likewise, Napoleon, he sees the eaglet breaths. Eaglet breaths refers to the soldier who was about to die. You were wounded, he says. You were wounded. You are severely wounded. But the man says no. Nya refers to no. Nya, his soldier's pride. So he says with pride. He is not feeling very drowsy or feeling sorry that his life is gone spared. Instead, he was very much pride because his party teams to be the winner. Touched to the quick, he said. So within a second, he said something that touched the Napoleon's heart. I am killed, sir. So I was killed, sir. I am being a killer. So I am killed. And his chief beside, smiling. Seeing his chief beside, he is giving a smile. And the boy fell to the ground dead. The boy fell dead. So finally, the violent soldier said that he was killed. And he smilingly fell dead. In this manner, he expresses that though he was killed, he was died heroically. So even though the life of a man is spared, it seems to be heroic in the war. So here I conclude my video. If you want this particular video to be in Tamil, please do refer the description for the link, and also please do like, share and subscribe our channel to get further more updates. If you are in need of any works also, please do mention in the comment section. Surely will make it for you. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.